Hello there everyone, and welcome back for another map mod review. And I have a very interesting map for you guys today. This is called the California Central Valley map version 1.0 beta. Now I must emphasize this is a beta, meaning that this is the very first version of this that was released, and there's probably going to be some errors, some bugs and stuff until they work it out. So just keep that in mind when you download this map. Now this map is humongous, it's ginormous, the biggest file size I've seen yet, but it is deceiving. Now when you go over to download it, it's going to say 2 gigabytes this file is, but it isn't actually. When you download it, it's only 1.67, but it's still a really big file. But when you see how much is in this map, you'll understand why. I remember this map from Farming Simulator 15, and it actually introduced me to a lot of things now. Very different landscape, it being in California. It's more desert terrain, very little grass, very little trees on this map. But this map introduced me to a lot of cool things that I never seen in the game before, such as certain businesses you have to purchase, certain farms. Like, you know how some of the bigger maps you'll have 2 or 3 farms spread around, so you don't have to run your grain all to one point. Well, this one, they have 2 or 3 different ones, but you have to purchase them. And some companies are like that too. And actually there's a real estate office downtown that has hours that you have to go there in between, and you have to purchase the properties. Otherwise you can't even get around them. There's like a big invisible dome around it. You couldn't even penetrate it. So I thought that was really neat. So basically you go to the realtor's office, you offer them what they want for it, and then they still have to think about it. The farmer actually gets back to the realtor, which gets back to you whether he wants to sell the property to you or not. Like, isn't that in depth for this game? Pretty crazy. Now with this file, you'll have to unzip the first file, guys. There's only 2. I do believe it's just the map and a map trigger for stuff like that. Look at the size of some of this indoor storage. So guys, before I get ahead of myself, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at this. We're going to go over and take a look at your starting fleet, and then we're going to take a zip around the map to see what you're in for. So let's take a look at the map right now. I think I lost my HUD here. So yeah, you can see there's a real lack of grass on this map, but there is grass. I'm 90% sure there's grass anyway. Like, I see grass, but it has a totally different texture to it. The only reason I can't confirm it 100% because I didn't try cutting it yet, but it's kind of brownish grass. And there's not a lot of forestry. There is some forestry stuff scattered around, but it's far and in between, and it's this map is huge, guys. And as far as fields, like I said, you can only see 6 there, right here. But I mean, there's all kinds of fields here that are unaccounted for. I don't think they're for sale. No. I think you can just claim these and use them at your own will. These are even fields here. So yeah, so you basically have 6 fields that you can purchase, but you don't have to purchase them. You can just use these big old fields. And yeah, so as you can see, there is no added fruit types, unfortunately. That's okay though. Yeah, they're all cultivated. They'll all have to be plowed, of course. You don't own any of those fields, but like I said, you can just claim these ones. I don't see any blue signs around here, so I guess you could just use them. Okay, let's go over and take a look at the starting fleet, guys. Starting fleet, what's in your garage? Okay, we got a pretty generous starting fleet here, not too bad at all. We got a fairly good JVC here. We got a Lizard Twin Star, which looks good with the Flegel trailers. We have a fairly small case harvester, but not know what makes up for it? Having this bad boy. We got a chaff harvester, really good one too. And we have a corn header to go along with that. We have a dolly, 2 Flegel trailers. We have a terrible seeder. Well, that will seed and fertilize, but it's, yeah, I'd upgrade that right away. And you have your half-ton pickup there. So, not a bad starting fleet. So let me get rid of that, and I'm going to try to cover as much as this map as I can, guys, but there is a lot to cover, so if I miss anything, I do apologize. I'm going to put it in fast motion right here. I kind of lost my sound here all of a sudden. Let me go in here. headphones. I don't know what it is. If it gets quiet for a while, I think they cut out. But yeah, that semi looks pretty good with that trailer, doesn't it? I like that. So some of your gear is right here. This is your basic farm, I guess. Now some spots on the map aren't correct. Like there's no shop right there. The shop is somewhere else, but I think there's I think everything else is pretty much where it's at, but I remember the shop isn't there. But yeah, that doesn't look big, but when you start crossing this map, it's humongous. So, like I said, we started right here. Here's some of our equipment. Where am I starting here on the map, just so I know not to double back on anything. Here's our, look at this silo system, guys. Kurgel. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with that company. But they look pretty massive, and they probably deal in grains. This looks like a potential customer here. We got a big old IKEA here. Check this out. Like, you'll see all kinds of stuff like this on the map. I do believe this was IKEA, yeah. Yeah, you'll see stuff like this in the map. It has a big old downtown area. Like, that's basically where we are now. But there's other spots around this map, like some of these gray spots that are populated, but there's nothing really showing up. Like over here, there's a bunch of stuff too, and here. But we'll try to take a look at most of all this. Now, what I do remember about Farming Simulator 15 too, it had a drop-off at the IKEA or at the mall. You had like an underground parking lot, and you actually had to drive in there to drop off some product. So there is a lot of empty space on here. Let's see, is this, there's a grass I'm talking about. Like, I think this is grass. I'm pretty sure it's just probably the color, like it being basically a desert map. We got a little bakery here, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna go right up to the Centra sorta co-op, and then we'll just double back. So like these fields are humongous, guys. There's not a whole lot of buildings and stuff. They gotta add to it, but yeah, this was it was like a fertilizer thing. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody explained that to me before what this is, but I kind of forget. If you guys know what that is, please write it down at the bottom. I kind of forget. It would help me out anyway. So that's what that is. What do we got here? Is this the auction house? This is awesome. No. Yeah, listen to this, guys. Hope I don't get a copyright for that, but I don't know where that was taken from. Pretty cool. Get your cattle right here. Look at these rusty old birds. Okay, I gotta get away from that because it's getting on my nerves now. Okay, we're gonna double back down. We're gonna go through the city again, guys. All kinds of open space. But yeah, like there is grass here, but it's kind of hard to find because look at the color of it next to that dirt. Like, there's only like patches of it here and there, and you notice there is some palm trees and stuff. I don't know what they would sell for, but there is some forested areas on the outskirts. So there's another building here, Roberts. You got 2 drop-offs there. Got a big old corn plant here. I don't know. That looks like potatoes or no. Holy, that water's moving some quick, isn't it? Ooh, wouldn't want to fall in there. We got a little power plant here. Check out the McDonald's over here, guys. Drop in for a Big Mac combo. Quarter pounder combo. Like I said, I won't be able to go into each one, but there is little facilities here. Some of these are customers, some are not. I like these big old silo setups too. Very nice. Here we got a Walmart here, guys. Get your Walmart needs. Wow, there's just so much. That is the farm again. Okay, let's keep moving down this way. We'll keep our eye open as we go along. There's the little mall. We get a basketball court there. There is the bakery we passed earlier. There's a cool little area. See what I mean? There's stop signs here. It's unfinished. It needs definitely needs some more work. But I mean, this was an awesome map. I really remember this one from the one of the better ones. That wasn't a Stevie map. They put a lot of detail, a lot of effort went into it. But like I say, guys, just keep in mind it's a beta, so. But it is here. Finally. Take a zip through this damn corridor. There was a high school and stuff. I remember seeing it, but I might end up passing stuff like that. There's a little church down there. All kinds of petrol stations. There's a Case dealership. Now I know there's a John Deere dealership around too. Look, we get a class right across the street. They must not like that competition. Bakersfield. Okay, what do we got over here? This is another grain facility. Oh, it looks like a bit of a lumber yard here. I don't know. That could be just the boards. They almost look like bales, but they're a little too square. I don't know. Like I said, I can't stop for every little thing, unfortunately. Let me get a little air here so I don't miss the big things. Let's see, what's the sign say? Just a radio station. There's the John Deere dealership. I do believe we have some sounds for the trains here. Big old train. Yeah, a lot of detail in this map. There's still like so much more room too to fill this in. Where am I at here? Okay, we're heading southbound. We're gonna keep going down this way, guys. I'll get there eventually. There's a Conagra. Some new buildings going up. Getting Applebee's down here. Yeah, there's a few little American shops, Applebee's. I think there's a couple more. Oh, there's some people. I was wondering where all the folks were around town. Goldcrest. Got a little Goldcrest mixed in here. I thought I seen a Canadian Tire. I don't know why I would see that on a California map. That's weird. Okay, let's keep heading down this way. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. Look at a cemetery. A cemetery. That's my dad used to call it. I used to make fun of them all the time. Those gravestones look like they're kind of in the ground. I call it a cemetery. I'm like, Dad, it's a cemetery. Cemetery. Yeah. Oh, we got a hovering sign here. We got a couple of hovering signs actually. We need a little fix up around here, it's looking like. But look at these big old. Oh, a barn. What's this? We'll go back there in a second, guys. Okay, this is where we just were. Might be able to sell bales here and stuff. Yeah, it looks like a big old bale heap. I bet you sell bales here. Look at these fields. And like I said, there's no for sale sign, so I think these are just free for the taking. Almost perfectly round fields. And all these fields surrounding it as well. We got the spinnery up here, guys. Take your wool up here. Okay, let's start cutting across. Like I said, there's so much open space, but look at the patches of grass. And as you can see, there isn't a lot of trees around. But you will see little patches. There is little forested areas tucked in here and there. Let's get some air here. Oh, we get a little mess up over here. Kind of bleeding out there a bit, but like I said, we get a beta going happening here, so okay. Well, looks like we found the garden center. I do believe that's a garden center. Usually when I see fertilizer and seed, it's It's usually a good sign. We get some cedars down there. Another petrol station. We get a Dodge dealership. We have a Barnum. I do believe we had a dollar store tipped in around here too. There's a Ford dealership right next to the Dodge. Yeah, with some heavy competition there. And a Napa Auto Parts. Another Applebee's, a dollar store. Cool. Very cool. We got a bank loan place here. I don't know, maybe you can buy your stuff there. I don't see any triggers there actually. There's another church with a big old graveyard, a post office, antiques, drugstore. Got a motel, the Bates Motel. Got a U-Haul across the street. There's the town hall, I guess. What do we got here? And like I said, here's the little forested areas that are kind of sprinkled in here and there. Not a lot of trees, but as you go around the outsides of the map, you'll see more and more of these little, I mean, there's not a whole lot. But there, football stadium here. There is a bit. There was a place to sell pigs too around here, but I might have missed it. Yeah, I think that's up north a little bit. Well, we got some cows down here. See, I can still remember this stuff from, maybe that's where you sell your pigs and your cows. Quite possibly. Oh, there's some piggies. So this may be where you take your meat. Yeah. I would say so. Okay, let's move on. There's two bakeries. Two Denton bakeries. Okay, we're going to cut across this way. So then you're going to have a whole bunch of dead desert land with some trees. Like here's a good little spot for trees. Just cut across the bottom here, guys. But for the most part, you're going to get a whole bunch of desert. Look at this guy. That's kind of weird, parked out in the middle of nowhere. Get a petrol station up here. Coming around the countryside, cruising. There's some more trees. A little bit of grass. Weird looking texture for the grass. I take it that's grass, I don't know. Just come up this side, guys, and we'll probably pretty much wrap this up, but I just want to make sure I cover everything here, or as much as I can. Hope I didn't miss anything over there. But yeah, some of the darker spots are forested areas. Like, okay, that's just a field. Oh, we got all cows. So yes, there is an emphasis on dairy farming on this map. Obviously, a focal point is dairy farming. And cattle, just raising cattle in general. Look at all the tires, holy moly. Is that a silage pit? Oh my god, it is. Look at the size of that silage pit, guys. Holy moly, that's the biggest one I've seen yet. Yeah, that's a big silage pit. What's this? Is that mud? I don't know. What could be poop from all them cow. Beef City. Custom feeding. Cool. Okay, let's keep heading north. Well, I like the road systems here. Just don't want to miss anything. There's a bunch more cattle. See, it says the shops right here, but it's not. Here's another little forested area. Yeah, some of these signs are kind of like not in the right spots. Ingleside Dairy Farm, California. Cool. Got another mini farm over here. A couple of silage pits and some vehicle storage. These fields are ginormous. My god. Okay, let's head up to Mary's farm. Then I want to take you up to 9 in the corner because that's kind of a cool little area. And what about McLean Biogas Plant? We'll check that out too. So yeah, I'm on speed ×3 here with the button, the run button pushed in, so you can just see how big this map is. Oh, right on, I remember this. I remember there was an animation of cows and pigs coming up this, like they were going into a truck. Huh. That's cool. Probably lights up well at night too. There's another drop off there, guys. Okay, so let's just, we got a little bit more stuff in here. Jeez, there's cows everywhere on this map. Let's head over to McLean's biogas plant, and then we'll pretty much just go across the top, and then we're done. Yeah, I'm not going to slow down too. Then we get our biogas down there. Get a slurry pit. Place to sell your, look at this pit, man. Holy. Look at that. Yeah, you need it. You need it. Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of water on this map either. Just this huge lake up here. But around the map, I noticed there was little ponds and stuff that are like half dried up and kind of neat looking, actually. Got a reservoir over here. Yeah, there's kind of a construction site over here with a big old mining machine. It's going to get a little loud here in a second. Some of you will remember this, some of you won't. Look at this. But he's digging in. He's mining. That's kind of neat. I wish there was more of an animation there. I wish you could see that bucket turning around. Bucket system, but that's kind of neat. I like it. You can take some vehicles, get some pretty good jumps in here. Definitely get some air off some of this, some of these. So that's kind of interesting. If you could possibly get your hand on some like mods for that type of construction, like construction working in gravel pits and quarries, and I wouldn't doubt if there's mods around for that. It wouldn't surprise me. See how there's stuff like just sprinkled in here and there? I don't know what the crane would be for. There's no trains. I never noticed any trains anyway. Some more forested area. I don't even remember going up this side myself. But yeah, there is some forestry. Well guys, there you have it. That was the California Central Valley map, version 1.0 beta. Additional information will be down below, and the links in the description as always. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, could you please leave a like down below? I always appreciate when you guys do that. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click on Nick right there in the middle of your screen, and I'll be sure to bring you new mod reviews every second day and Let's Plays every other day. So guys, until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.